If you're experiencing performance issues with your computer and you've gone through the other troubleshooting tips and videos in an attempt to repair your computer and all else has failed, or if it just seems like an overwhelming task for you to do, you can always go for the nuclear option, which is to reset Windows 10. What it does, it will reinstall Windows 10 for you. It will remove a lot of the apps and programs that have been put onto your computer in the meantime since you originally installed Windows 10 or since you originally bought the computer. And this will roll back a lot of the problems and debug some of the issues that you're experiencing with your computer by removing some of those programs that somehow have made their way onto your computer, sometimes without you even knowing about it. And there could be a conflict between applications or programs on your computer that are causing these problems in the first place. So what I suggest that you can do is to reinstall Windows 10, and you get the option to keep your apps and your programs, and it won't take off your files and your documents and your photographs. It will keep all those in place as well. It might take up to an hour or so to do, but this is something you can do if you feel that all else has failed and you've still got access to your desktop. Go for the reset option. Okay, so let's get started then. First of all, take your pointer down to the search box. Click into it once, left click once into it, and type in reset. You'll see the reset option in system settings appear up here, so left click once on to reset this PC. Okay, in the recovery section of settings, you'll see we got the option to reset this PC, which is what we're going to do in a minute. But just have a look at these other options as well. You get the option to go back to the previous version of Windows 10 if that's available on your computer. With this one, it looks like that we're not going to be able to do that. You've also got the option down here to reinstall Windows from a system image, which is basically a copy of Windows on a disk or on a USB stick, but we're not going to do that today. This is for more advanced users. You've also got the option over here to fix problems with your computer without resetting. You could try doing this first. And you could go to the troubleshoot section and you could try troubleshooting the issue first. I'm going to save that for another video. But first of all, we're going to reset this PC. So let's get started. Left click once on get started. Now we've got an option. We can keep our files. It removes apps and settings but keeps your personal files such as your documents and your photographs. Or you can remove everything, which will remove all of your files, your documents, photographs. This is almost like starting again fresh, as if you just bought the computer from the shop. That really is the nuclear option. We're going to go for the keep my files option first. So left click once onto that. Now it's going to ask us how we'd like to reinstall Windows. Do you want to reinstall it from the cloud? We don't want to do that. We want a local reinstall. What the computer will do, it will look for the operating system files on your computer and it will reload them from there. So click on local reinstall, and now it tells us that it's going to restore apps and settings which came with the PC back to their default settings, and it's going to reinstall Windows from this computer, which is what we want. So next, click on next. Okay, we just want to wait now until the next option appears. Okay, now your computer is ready to reset the PC. And it tells us that resetting will change settings back to their defaults. It's going to keep your personal files, your documents and your photographs, that is. It's going to reinstall Windows from this device. It's going to remove all apps and programs. And if you want to see which apps are going to be removed, then click on to view these apps. It's worth going through those apps just to see that, just to make sure that nothing important to you is going to get removed, and you can make sure that you can reinstall them from elsewhere if you need to. It's going to take a while to do, and your PC will restart in the meantime. But before we go any further, just bear in mind that if you've got Microsoft Office, that is Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, those kind of programs, and Outlook for your emails, just bear in mind that if you reset your PC, you're going to lose Microsoft Office off your computer. So make sure you've got a disk or you've got access to your products key, a reinstallation of Microsoft Office. So next thing to do is to go ahead and reset, and once you click on this, the computer will take some time and you should be back up and running with a fresh installation of Windows.